All right, this is a drone video for a property out at Pine Ridge East. This is Tract 15A, it's 5 acres. And this is an early spring drone video, so just a few leaves are out on the trees. But there are quite a few pine trees on this property, and you'll see that in a minute. That's an adjacent property. As soon as the drone pans upward, we'll be looking at Tract 15A. There we go. You can see the white truck parked on the driveway. In the video, there is a little cabin or shed or whatnot on the property that has since been removed, or it's in the process of being removed. It was not ours. It was one of the companies that leases them or whatnot, and when the person moved off this property, he didn't have time to get that little shed off. So it is in this video, but it is not included with the property, just so you know. What is included is a long private driveway and a really nice building site or campsite that you can see there. So now we're looking easterly property on the left side of the gravel road. Lays really nicely. I mean, this is, as far as how this ground lays, this is one of the best tracks we've had in quite some time. It's fairly level by the road frontage. Then as you go back in toward the northeast corner, it finally slopes down a little bit. But I mean, when you look at this, this is a very usable tract. Again, it's heavily wooded. Just because this is an early spring photo, that's why you see a lot of what looks like bare trees or bare sticks. Well, it's got thousands of mature, healthy trees on here. And if this video was taken about a week and a half after it was, then they would just be a sea of green. This is called Pine Ridge for a reason. There's quite a bit of pine in this area, including on this specific tract, as you can see. Beautiful trees. Power, by the way, is extremely nearby. You can see the pole just on the, well, it was on the lower left side of the screen there. So it's within just a few feet of the property. It may even cross the southernmost tip of this property. Not sure about that, but either way, it's available. It's very close. Gorgeous tract. As we look northerly, that's the property, of course, where the white truck is parked. If we pan off to the right or the east, I don't know if we will in this drone video, you can see the small private lake. That's at the end of the easement road. That's just a few hundred yards from the property. So that's just for property owners out here. It's small. I mean, they call it a lake, but probably more accurate to call it a large pond. But it does have fish in it. It's pretty cool. Just a neat thing to have there. Looking down on the cabin at the very bottom of the screen just now, you could see what looked like some garden-type structures. Those are raised garden beds, and that's another thing that they're in the video. They may or may not be on the property. So when we talked to the person who was leasing or using this property or whatever, he mentioned that he had given one of the neighbors permission to take those raised garden beds. So just so you know, if you get out there, there may be these raised garden beds or there may not be. So that's just a chance you'll have to take if this is the property for you. Check out the ground video as well, because the driveway is private. The site is really nice. Someone did put quite a bit of work into this. It's set back from the road at a nice distance. Where that little shed is, that's beyond the setback distance. So you could certainly use that for your site if you wanted to pull your own building there, or build something, or pull your camper or RV in there or whatnot. Even in the winter when there are no leaves on the trees, it's a private site. But as soon as you get into spring, get into summertime, I mean, it'll just be ultimate privacy back there where that site is. I mean, you won't see anyone, and no one will see you. We're checking out the area here. This is really only about a quarter mile off of Sargent Road, which is the county road. Just a few miles out of the little town of Kabul, which is going to put you roughly an hour east of Springfield. Quite a few little towns in this area, though. Looks like we're just going to fly in and take one final look at this. Gorgeous property. A ton of potential out here with the power being basically right there with the levelness of the land. I mean, it's just super nice setup. We have very few tracks like this. So definitely check out the website, InstantAcres.com. You can see if this is still available. If it is, we'd love to talk to you. If it's not, just give us a call and we'll let you know what we have and what's coming up.